Red Rose, white ceiling just responded. The game just responded, y'all. Red Rose, white ceiling just responded to Kendrick Lamar and his fans saying that he dissed Kendrick. He said he didn't diss Dot. Now, anybody that's in a right program, knowing damn well, listen, man, we know how to listen to bars, gang. We not stupid, bruh. I don't care what nobody say. You know what you was alluding to. Now, we got the Ville. The Ville, hey, look, the Ville, y'all already know how the Ville give it up. Y'all already know how the Ville give it up. The game spoke to Kendrick before dropping his mixtape. That's the title, y'all. So I guess the game said, hey, Dot, it's gonna sound like I'm dissing you, but I'm not dissing you. Hold on, let me get my game voice. Hold on. Red Rose, white ceiling. Red Rose, white ceiling. Hey, Kendrick, I just did a fire mixtape, a murdered out verse, and it sound like I'm dissing you, but I'm not though. On Hood, Compton. All right. This Kendrick, what it do? Oh, okay, yeah, okay, all right. Listen, man, Dot know you don't want no problems, bro. And I know you don't want no problem. Y'all know that game don't want no problem. But we gonna get into this video. We gonna see him apologizing. We gonna listen to him apologizing. We gonna see what he said, man. Y'all know, like, holding y'all without further ado. Let's get it.
So it looks like the rumors were true. It does seem that the game was taking aim at Kendrick Lamar. There was speculation if he was or not, but after the new developments, it looks like the game had reached out to Top Dawg and Kendrick before releasing this mixtape. There was a lot of back and forth. If the game was actually getting at Kendrick this way, was he doing it on purpose? Was he subbing him on purpose? And it got to the point where Game had to respond. The Game had went on Instagram to respond about the situation. After people were questioning if he was dissing Kendrick Lamar or not, he said that y'all are reaching. If I got a problem with somebody, you ain't gonna need to guess. Secondly, y'all fans write anybody that the internet tells y'all to. It ain't a rapper in this soft industry who wants smoke. They know, and any fan who know my body of work know.
How we reaching? What you thought? What you thought that we don't listen to bar? We don't listen to rap? We listening to you. We got the same internet as you. You came out with music for everybody to listen to, right? We're dissecting the bars. You was dissing that, bro. Don't try to backpedal now.
Xmas, ho ho ho. Now the problem with this response is that it's very passive aggressive, which would also confuse a lot of people by what you're saying. You're responding to the people questioning if you are dissing Kendrick or not. And you're saying, if I got a problem with somebody, you will know. And then talking about his fans, saying that they only ride with him because the internet tells them to, and not because of the skill set or not because of the talent. Again, I feel like this response isn't clearing the air at all. Also saying that there's no rapper in this soft industry that wants to smoke from you. When you say that, you're also including Kendrick in that conversation while also responding to these Kendrick rumors. I think the Game's passive aggressive responses is what leaves a lot of confusion and a lot of people upset at the same time. Now, there has been Kendrick affiliates, people associated with TDE that had spoke on the matter. Hita J3 was trying to clear the air and say that none of this was a diss, that rap is supposed to be competitive, end of story. And at the end of the day, despite all of the passive aggressiveness, I think what the Game is trying to say is that he wasn't dissing Kendrick. However, it didn't stop other people affiliated with Kendrick from responding. Mac Wap from TDE had actually responded to the situation also.
Let's see what Mac got to say. Let's see what Mac got to say. Mac gonna keep it 100. Mac gonna keep it 100.
So questioning what the Game is actually doing.
So now let's see, man, I'm hearing Game dissing a homie. Hey, Game, you already know what time it is, bro. You better stop it. You better stop it, bro.
Back to what I'm saying. The way that the Game is handling these responses, I don't think it's helping at all. I don't think it's creating the perfect explanation to why you're doing what you're doing. If you're doing it in a competitive...
He's responding in a way like, yeah, if I did, I wasn't though. But if I did, everybody know they don't want no smoke. Yeah, right. I know a few motherfuckers, shit. I know a couple motherfuckers that'll get at you, boy. Lyrically. Not on no street stuff, but lyrically.
Nature, that's fine. But the way that you're wording things is making it seem like You're upset.
Hey, Game, I know a YouTuber that'll smash you lyrically. Game, I know a YouTuber that'll smash you lyrically.
And again, it seems like you're dissing also within this response.
Because our Compton and your Compton not the same Compton. You know that. You get what I'm saying? So relax with all that. If you trying to play with the homie name, don't do that.
Oh, he said my Compton and your Compton not the same Compton. You know that. Oh, let me find out Game is on the outskirts somewhere else.
Both know not to. You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell?
Again, MacWap says this, explaining that their Compton isn't the same Compton. Now, in the full video, MacWap is going to explain how he knows people that the Game grew up with, how Kendrick knows people that the Game grew up with. They're all from the same area. They're all from the same place. And they grew up with people that have known each other. Basically saying we shouldn't have no problems because we all know each other. This isn't the right move at all.
You're not him, bro. I mean, K-Dot, call that man, get that verse or something. This is how he be acting when K-Dot don't give him a verse or something. That's probably what it was. Like, that's when Drake got mad, K-Dot didn't want to hop on the song. Like, niggas be getting mad at the homie because niggas don't be getting that verse. Who the big homie now? Wow.
And I think that's crazy, right? Because the whole time that the Game has been talking, doing these press runs, he's been talking about Kendrick like he's a little bro, that he's the little homie. And MacWap is saying, well, it looks like he's not the little homie anymore. If you're really going to do anything with Kendrick, you might as well just do a feature with him. But maybe it's because he doesn't want to do the feature is why you're upset. And you're taking aim at him on this mixtape this way.
Yeah, like you running around act like you took Kendrick to the store, walked him to the store to go buy a bag of Cheddar chips when he was little. Like you used to change his diaper. Like, yeah, like you took him school shopping. Like, cut it out, bro.
But it doesn't end there, because once you thought that it was going to get crucial, Compton AD from the community had decided to break the narrative, decided to go on the record and say that they know people that know the Game. They're in group chats with them, and went online to say that the Game had sent Kendrick and Top Dog the mixtape before it came out to let them know that there's no trouble.
We are all connected to the source. We are the who made the project is in our group chat every day.
Yes.
Telling us what's going on, telling us what happened, what happened.
Behind the scenes.
So I'm trying to let you know the narrative before it jumps out there that he's dissing them.
Well, that's what I said.
They have somebody that's in the know that could clear the air about this conversation.
But if Kendrick's saying that he the king of the West, y'all gave him the crown, why would you sit up there and say whatever you said on the track? I don't remember it, but you was alluding to if the king got a problem with it, like why would you say something like that? That don't make no sense, boy.
I heard it before it even came out and all that type of shit. You need to know that.
Yeah. Well, look, I wasn't gonna tell him that. I know that was.
Well, you gotta diffuse it. We gotta put the fire out.
All right, well, if that's the case, they sent it to Dot and Top and all them, before they even dropped the project.
And what does that tell you? I'm gonna let him finish. But what that tells me is that the Game didn't want Kendrick or TDE to think that he was actually taking aim at them the way that people thought. He wanted to say his name. He wanted to use his name on the records, references, metaphors, however you want to spin it. Whether you think it was negative, whether you think it was just to talk about something, he didn't want them to get the idea that he was dissing them. But if you have to send it...
Oh! He wanted to diss Kendrick without suffering any repercussions from it. I see what he tried to do. He's trying to use Kendrick's name, not say his name, right? Because you know if you say his name, it's a rap. He wanted to allude to dissing him, but he wanted the fans to think that, snap, he going at Dot, but not get no consequences and repercussions from it. So he look. So he basically saying, hey, Kendrick, I'ma allude to dissing you, but I don't want it to be out there that I diss you, but I do want it to be out there, but I just want hype around my mixtape or my album so it can sell. Bro, I need bread, bro. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
To somebody, then that means that you know that it could have been taken the wrong way. You know that it could have been taken out of context. Mm-hmm. And the way that the Game is responding so passive aggressively, it's almost as if he knew the backlash he would receive if he used Kendrick's name in this context, despite reaching out to them. But for sure, we could confirm he didn't want them to think that he was crossing any line or stepping over anybody's toes.
But I felt like that was confidential. I need to say that on the fire.
You gotta put the fire out.
All right. That's not a fire, though.
Damn.
I don't feel like everybody is like, oh, this is a diss.
Hey, simmer down, bro. Why you so mad?
That definitely was confidential, but it was starting to get people to think differently. There was a lot of confusion. And the way that the Game was responding was not helping. If anything, it was probably...
Man, there wasn't no confusion. Look, I study rap battles for a living. That was a diss. I don't care.
making it worse. And that's another thing too, right? Why didn't the game just say that he had talked to Dot before he released the mixtape?
Right.
Why does he have to double down and talk about his fans only liking him because of the internet? Why does he still have to say that there's not a rapper in the industry who wants smoke with him? You see what I'm saying? You see how confusing it seems to the public when you talk this way, but then you're messaging them in private, telling them not to worry about it. It's all good. It's all competitive. And I believe that it's all competitive. Rap is supposed to be competitive, but that means that we were right the whole time and that he was taking aim at Kendrick. If you had to reach out to them, that confirms that you were.
Nah, cause you see people getting mad at game and saying all kind of, so I just want you to put it out there. Hey man, it's good.
No, but I'm never the one that's gonna say like we have private.
So if he's sending it out to Kendrick and Top Dog, like, look, I'm not dissing you right here. Why not just change the lyrics so people won't think that you dissing them? Like, you know how many lyrics out there you could write to make it not seem like you dissing them? Why even do that? You know what the hell you doing, man. You know what you're doing. This that TV show type of energy. Yeah, this that what's the name of the TV show Game was on? Yeah, this that JC on, and it's that JC energy, man.
That's what you bring it on the chat. You're one of the voices, the major voices. So you gotta do it. You gotta do it.
But I can say I got confirmation.
This that Diddy like to party, and this that you was partying with Diddy for 2 years energy. This that, yeah, you ain't make no music for, you the top rapper, ain't make no music for 2 years, cause Diddy like the party type of energy.
That he ain't dissing.
You keep it up, 50 gonna throw you in one of them damn documentaries, boy. You keep it up. Keep it up.
Okay, you gotta do it.
But I ain't gotta say, well, he told us this and they sent it.
No, yes you do.
This and that.
Again, people could think that the game was upset. He probably thought that everybody was taking it out of context. It seems like he's more upset that people think that he's dissing Kendrick when he went out his way to tell them that he wasn't gonna diss him. Before he released the mixtape, he had to hit them up and let them know straight up ahead of time, and that he was taking aim at Kendrick to begin with. Now, we don't know what Kendrick said. We don't know what Top Dog said. However, and I think the way that the game responded to things was not helping. He could say whatever he wants. He could think whatever he wants. To each his own. If you think you're better than the next man, so be it. That's how you feel. But again, the public is what decides who is the best, who is running things, who's the number one, who's the king of the West, whatever. The people decide that. But without a doubt, I do believe that the game did use Kendrick, did use his name to build momentum for his album, to promote his album, to promote this. Because
this is what he wanted at the end of the day, for us to make videos and talk about it. If he wouldn't have did that, we wouldn't be talking, wouldn't nobody be talking about that. Let's be honest, ain't nobody gonna be talking about, we probably listen to it, but ain't nobody gonna be talking about it like that.
Mixtape. It definitely got everybody talking, and it definitely led to a different place. But I don't think there's real animosity to worry about if he's still contacting Kendrick on the side. I don't think there's any real problems to worry about. Again, like Hitter J3 said, this is all competitive nature. Rap is supposed to be competitive. And if the game is hitting up Kendrick, I'm sure it's because he doesn't want him to think wrong. He doesn't want him to take any lyrics out of context. But what do y'all think? Do y'all think this is true? Do you believe AD? Do you believe that the game hit up Kendrick Lamar? Do you believe that he wasn't dissing? Do you still think that he was?
Yeah, I still think he was trying to diss him. Yeah, I think he was trying to throw something in there to like stake his claim of still being the top guy out west, but didn't want to suffer the consequences from it. I think what Game wanted to do is what's going on now, to get everybody talking. He succeeded, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, hey look, shout out to the game though, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, keep writing, bro. You know, the game is going through some stuff, y'all. Especially with that sister, she done took one of his whole albums, something what they did in the court where she got all his money and all of that. Yeah, he's scrambling, bro. You know what I'm saying? Scrambling. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Shout out to the Ville. I'm gonna leave a link in the description. Big Kish signing out. Going, y'all.